Hey everybody, Jimmy and Josh here.
So this month marks the 3-year anniversary of Game Nights.
And we just released our 30th episode of the show.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, time really flies.
We know a lot of you out there love Game Nights as much as we do, which is why we're running this Kickstarter campaign.
Should we just give them the quick version, and then if they want more details, we can do that later in the video?
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's pretty simple. I think it's well established that Jimmy and I are obsessed with quality, and basically we need your help to raise a bit of extra money so we can keep improving the show.
Now, of course, we do have a bunch of really cool swag and awesome rewards to give out at the various contribution levels, but we hope you'll be supporting this Kickstarter because you love Game Nights. We hope it's brought you some joy and entertainment over the years, and that you want us to keep making it better. Seriously, even just a few dollars can really help a lot.
Also, just to be clear here, Game Nights isn't going anywhere. We're not threatening to stop producing it or anything like that. It'll be great if you can help us out to cover some expenses and make a few upgrades, but if that's not something you can or want to do, no big deal. The show will go on, you'll still get to watch it.
Okay, let's talk about some of those details. What are we going to do with the funds that we raise?
Well, to answer that, let's take a quick look back to the very beginning.
When we first started making Game Nights, we recorded it in my apartment. Our overhead camera was a GoPro duct taped to a lamp. The audio quality was also pretty sketchy in those days. We just had a single mic hanging precariously above the middle of the table. Josh, you used to edit the whole thing by yourself.
Yeah, that's pretty tough to imagine based on where we are now, but I did.
Over the years, we just slowly kept evolving. Anytime we could find a sponsor or get a few extra bucks, we put it right back into the show. We built a set. We hired a cinematographer. We hired a sound expert. We brought in additional editing help. We started flying in big-name guests from all over the country and sometimes from other countries.
And I'm sure you've all noticed the improvements over time. I mean, look at our early stuff and then look at the episodes released in just the past few months. It's night and day. It's not even comparable. The pictures, the sound, everything has gotten better as we've progressed.
Here's a good example. You've probably seen the crazy card animations that we've been doing lately in just the past couple of episodes. They're awesome, right? And that's largely because we hired a new graphics person. He's only here part-time right now because, well, that's all we can afford. But just look at the incredible stuff he's doing. This is exactly the type of thing that we want to do more of, to keep pushing our quality level higher and higher.
And speaking of hiring people, we really are running a full-fledged business at this point. We've grown the editorial and post-production staff to 9 people now, working full or part-time. That means we need a location to house everyone. We need computers and workstations for each person. We had to buy a big server just to handle all the footage and media. We even pay a freelance IT person to troubleshoot when there's technical issues.
Yeah, because over time, stuff breaks or just stops working suddenly. Not only computers, but our cameras, lights, microphones, bathroom, air conditioning units.
Yeah, it's never ending.
So there's obviously labor costs associated with that amount of work. But even beyond that, you've all seen those crazy editing timeline photos Josh posts on Twitter, right? As the show has grown more and more complex, it's become a hardware problem as well. A bunch of our older computers just simply can't handle it.
Yeah, faster computers would definitely help out our workflow a lot, and that's one of the main things I'd like to upgrade as a result of this Kickstarter.
Now, obviously, we can't list every single thing that we need the money for, but hopefully this gives you some idea of where the funds will be going. We really just want to continue to make Game Nights as awesome as it can be. And if you feel like you've gotten some amount of entertainment value from the show over the years, why not help us out a little bit?
And we're not asking for you to just contribute only out of the goodness of your heart.
Yes.
We've got some really sweet swag to give out as well.
That's right, a bunch of exclusive stuff that you won't be able to get anywhere else.
If you scroll down the Kickstarter page, you'll actually see the various reward tiers. One of the things I'm most excited about are these very special commemorative Game Nights coins, like the ones we're holding right here. It's something we designed that we think is super, super cool, and this Kickstarter is the only time you'll ever be able to get your hands on it.
I like to use something like this as a trigger reminder, so I'll place it on top of my library so that when I go to draw my card each turn, I make sure not to forget anything that should happen during my upkeep, like drawing my extra card off of Phyrexian Arena, or paying for my packed negation so I just don't lose the game immediately.
Yeah, that's a pretty important thing.
As usual, we went to a lot of trouble designing this thing and testing a bunch of different materials so the quality is up to our usual high standards. In fact, don't take our word for it. Let's ask someone who is an expert at reviewing gaming products.
Oh, hello. Many Magic the Gathering players ask the question, how can I help remind myself of triggers such as upkeep scry, or represent that I am the monarch beyond using a piece of cardboard with a typo on it, or just use something, anything, as a counter that isn't a spin-down die? Well, the choices have always been quite limited. The leader of the non-die counter industry has long been Ketchup Packet. Although bath bead from your auntie's decorative vase and random junk from your junk drawer have been strong contenders over the years as well. But now, from the creators of the Command Zone podcast and Game Knights with a K, comes the Game Knights coin. Elegance, power, and irrational confidence in the completely unscientific concept of luck can now be yours. Crafted of a strange non-cardboard and non-plastic material called Maytel, the Game Knights coin is absolutely stunning, with bronze and silver emblems emblazoned on both sides, letting your opponents know that only one may stand and that you intend to be that one. Each Game Knights coin comes with a certificate of authenticity, guaranteeing that this is not just a cheap tchotchke for that junk drawer, but something that will become a permanent and proud mainstay of your Magic collection. After all, in Commander, we like bling and bragging rights. We bling out our cards, our decks, so why not bling out our coin counters?
Thanks, Prof.
And that's not all. Depending on your backer level, there's a bunch of other stuff you can get, like a t-shirt, Lifelinker backgrounds, official producer credit on the show, the chance to come hang out and play Magic with Jimmy and I, and there's even the opportunity to audition to come be a guest on an episode of Game Knights.
Now, most of this is exclusive to this Kickstarter campaign. So again, this is the only way you're ever going to get it. Plus, we've got some early bird specials going on. So if you're one of the first few people to sign up, you can snag this stuff at a discount, and you know we're addicted to value. So what could be greater value than getting some sweet swag while simultaneously supporting your favorite Magic the Gathering show?
And hey, if you're unable to contribute, but you still want to support us, it really does help out a lot if you simply share the campaign with your friends or any MTG fans you know.
Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And again, thank you so much for helping us make Game Nights even better.
Thanks, everybody. Peace.